Hey YouTube, how you doing? Scarpad's domain coming at you. One little unveiling of some discs I picked up today. I figured it's been a while since I did a haul video, so I figured I'd do one up here, a quick little one. Maybe get in here and do some chatting with you all if anybody comes in. So today I went down to a place in Connecticut that I didn't know was there. And what was the place called? It was called what is it called here? Game Exchange. So basically, I'm sure it's maybe it's owned by GameStop. I don't know. Are these chains? But I never knew they were there. So I went up to down there and I saw that, and I spent about an hour in the store. Hey Perry, how's it going, Perry? How's it going this afternoon? Love the shirt. Yep, the old Slumber Party Massacre. It's classic. Station Two Gun, how you doing today? So I went into Game Exchange and I was in like heaven. I was like, oh my God, this place is huge. Man, is it huge. So they had everything in there. They had comics. They did have some comics, not a lot, but they had some stuff, some graphic novels. They had PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox, One. They had uh, some PS2s and PS1 games. They have a whole heck of a lot of modern stuff. So, like Xbox Series X, Xbox One stuff, not a lot. Some, no PS5 that I could see. And they had a ton of Blu-rays and really a ton of DVDs. I didn't even look at the DVDs, but I was looking through and see what they had. Hey Evan, thanks for coming on. And I picked up some stuff. The guy told me when I was going through it, buy 4, get 6 free. Buy 4, get 6 free. So I heard that. So I bought 8 and got 12 free. So I got like 20 discs, and I think I paid a little bit under $100. So that works out to be about $4.50 a disc. Some of them are pretty good. It's a mix of Blu-ray and even 4Ks. And they seem to be in pretty good shape. I got to go through the rest of them and see how they are. But the guy said if I ran across anything that wouldn't play, I could bring it back down and give it back to him. And I'm really thinking today, just looking at like some of the stuff that's coming out, I'm really going to be concentrating on if I'm spending a lot of money on disc. When I consider be a lot of money, it's like 30, 40, $50 on a disc. I'm gonna buy a boutique. I'll buy something that has a nice slipcover, something that comes with maybe a book, comes with a ton of extras, is a boutique type movie. These movies that are coming out with I saw like the new Dungeons and Dragons coming out with Steelbook. It's priced at $40. Well, yeah, it's gonna drop a little bit. And a lot of the other stuff that's coming out is coming out for 30, $40. And they just drop in price so quickly for mainstream movies that, like I never bought all the Marvel movies. So I'm going to go see Guardians tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, I wanted to watch one too. I have them on digital, like an old SD version, but I don't have them on 4K. So I was looking, up at Amazon. You can buy them both on 4K now for around 11, $12. So it's just ridiculous to spend the money right when it comes out because you get things so cheap for mainstream movies. Oh yeah, you're not going to get the slips probably. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But for saving that amount of money, 10 to $12 a release. So I'm pretty much I'm gonna concentrate on getting mostly boutique stuff. And Barry says superhero collectibles. I didn't see superhero. There you go. How's it going, superhero? Thanks for stopping by. So show off some of the stuff I got. Now a lot of the stuff is stuff that I saw the movie. I thought it was okay. Most of the stuff pretty much is all stuff I want to have. Obviously, I want to own it because they thought they were good movies, but I didn't want to pay the price. So, see, this is the first one I got. I thought this one was all right. This is the Clint Eastwood movie that came out, The Mule. So this is a 4K release. And he wanted like $12 for it, but when everything's said and done, I got this for, like I said, about $5 with the sale they were having on. And I got both discs in there. So in this case, he's got both the Blu-ray and the 4K. I thought this was a pretty decent movie, The Mule. I wasn't aware of this one. This looked interesting. This is in 4K. I got the slip with this. Is this an actual movie or is this animated? I don't know. This is a Starship Troopers movie. One of the later ones, Starship Troopers, Traitor of Mars, with Casper Van Dien, Dina Meyer. My guess would be this might be animated. No, it doesn't say it is. From the writer of Starship Troopers, RoboCop, Ed Neumeier. It's very cheesy as hell, but I'll give it a shot. I kind of like Starship Troopers. They had this one priced for $10, but obviously I got for about $4.50 each. So that's Starship Troopers on 4K. They had a 4K of The Phantom Menace. So I have The Phantom Menace on Blu-ray, but I never picked it up on 4K. So it's got the Blu-ray and the Blu-ray and the 4K. I got the original, the first one of this on 4K, but I never picked up the remake, the sequel, Zombieland Double Tap. So that was like $4.50 I got that for. But I gotta go back to this guy maybe next week because I didn't have a lot of time. My girlfriend was with me, and guys, you know how that is. You get in there and go, oh, I can spend an hour. Let me just go digging through the shit here. I can find good stuff. And they're like, I'm hungry. So she didn't do that, actually. She was good. She sat in the car and she it wasn't fair to her because she was hungry. So Zombieland Double Tap. This one I actually liked. I never picked this up. I actually kind of like this movie. I don't know why this is so thick. Oh, because it's this is cool. This is that movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, Passengers, that sci-fi movie. I didn't think that was too bad. So that's 4K, and this has got the Blu-ray, and it's got a 3D Blu-ray in here too. I think I still do have a 3D Blu-ray play around somewhere. But yeah, Passengers on 4K. Oh, really? Should be here. What you're building? I haven't built a computer in such a long time. I bought a big tower, a gaming PC for my pinball machine downstairs because I wanted to serve, like Pinball FX to it. So I think I paid like $8.99 for a decent high end AMD with like a 3070 in it, something like that, for $8.99. And this was during the pandemic when you really couldn't get any parts. So yeah, rebuilding PCs. I haven't built one in a while. They're fun to do. I like doing that, but it is a money hole. So I got this one also in 4K. That's The Martian. I never had that with Matt Damon. So that's a very decent flick. And this has got the Blu-ray. It's even got the digital code in here, but who knows if that's still good or not. Here's one I probably would have never bought. Not my favorite movie, although I'd like to have it. I'm going to watch it again as the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. So that's even got the slip in the 4K. So that's kind of cool. Got that for like $4.50. I never had in-game, so this is 4K on Avengers Endgame. I got Infinity War and I got the first one, but I didn't have Endgame. So pick that up. It's got the slip as well. Pretty nice. And here's a movie I've been looking for forever. I think it's out of print, and I can't wait to maybe I might review this. I think on a future Sunday night show because I loved this movie when it came out, and that's Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen. I've been looking for this one because I think it's out of print. It's very hard to find, and it's got the you know a Blu-ray's old when you got actually printed label on it because they don't do that too much anymore. So there's Shoot 'Em Up, a great movie. This is probably the best of these. Alien versus Predator. That's the one with Lance Henriksen. I think it's the first one, which wasn't bad, the first one, in a cheesy sort of way. Considering I only paid like $3-4 for that, not too bad. A lot of these were shrink wrapped too. Like this one was shrink wrapped. This is the director's cut of the Ben Affleck Daredevil, which actually I didn't think was that bad. I think Colin Farrell was great as a Bullseye, and this is the director's cut. And as you can see, it's shrink wrapped, so it's not even open. A lot of this here were shrink wrapped. Some of them weren't. Another one I never had. This is a 3-disc special edition. One's got a digital copy. But this is that Keanu Reeves version of The Day the Earth Stood Still. Can't be even spoken in the same breath as the new one. The original one in the 50s. But I still thought this was an okay movie. Day the Earth Stood Still. I want to watch this again on Blu-ray. Another movie I'm not hugely a fan of. I like it though, but some of the choices was Prometheus on Blu-ray with a slip. Blu-ray and DVD. I know you can get some of these on 4K, but I figure for what I'm paying for these, like $3-4 a piece. Not too bad. This is one I never seen before. Once again, I thought this movie was okay. I never bought it. This is Captain Marvel in 4K. Now, I looked this one up, and this is weird because it's not a steelbook. It's like a digipack, and it's got the artwork on it, and then on the inside, it's got the 4K movie. It's got the Blu-ray. And supposedly, I think it was supposed to have some sort of a book here, like a 20-page booklet, and it doesn't have it. But still, this was, I figure for $4 or $5, it's thicker than normal, but that's the digipack. And I kind of like this movie. But once again, it's a weird digipack thing. This one is another one that was brand new with a slip. X-Men Apocalypse. I think I started watching this when it first came out. I just wasn't in the mood, and I didn't like it. I shut it off. I never finished it. So I could give this another try. So on Blu-ray. This has got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. It's brand new, so the digital should be in there. And let's see what else we got. A couple more. This is one I've been looking at. This is also out of print. This is the X-Files movie, I Want to Believe. So this was the first one, I believe. I believe that's the first one. Is it the first one I Want to Believe? Or is it? I forget. No, that might be the second one. Yeah, I think this is the second one. Yeah, the first one was Fight the Future. But I think even this one is out of print, and this got the Blu-ray. And it's interesting is this has got the digital copy. This is how old this is. This has got a digital copy on a disc. Before they started doing the whole movies anywhere, and then before that they had what that I forget what it was called, but it was a service you would redeem it from. Before that, they put the digital copies on this, and you'd have to download it to your iPod. Shows you how old this is. But once again, this movie's out of print, so I wanted to pick it up because this is one of these movies owned by 20th Century Fox that's kind of stuck in that whole Disney takeover where, they won't put it out. Hey, Gary, let's see. Yeah, well, I think it was called X-Files Fight the Future, and this is I Want to Believe. So, but I wanted to pick that up. This I thought was a decent deal. I heard good things. I've seen I think I've seen all these. But this is a 3-film collection on Blu-ray of 300, 300 Rise, and Troy. And I wanted to see Troy again, so for $4 to get all 4 of those on Blu-ray. And I think 300 and Rise is on one disc. Is it? No, I think it's on its own disc. It's stacked, yeah. They're just stacked. You got 300, you got Rise. And you got Troy on its own disc. So I figured that was a good 3-pack movie for $3, $4. Another one I didn't have, the Wolverine. This is the Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Digital copy, I'm sure it doesn't work anymore. But just get the Blu-ray, and I think okay. All right, so this has both the Unleashed Extended Edition and the theatrical. The Wolverine. I'll probably try to get some new cases for them. So some of the cases but most of these cases aren't in bad shape. Another movie I hope to get in 4K one day. I was holding out for 4K, but I figured since I didn't own this on a night, I got for like $4. Twister, which is one badass movie, Twister. Jean de Bont did Speed. If this comes out in 4K, I probably will pick that up. And then finally, the last one, Zack and Miri Make a Porno on Blu-ray. So yeah, that's 20 discs for under $100. Not a bad deal. Buy 4, get 6 free. Can't shake that. And they have a lot of good other discs on there. I can probably snag another 20 easily. Next time I go down, because I was primarily looking for the 4Ks I didn't have, and the Blu-rays are out of print. I was hoping they'd have Shoot It Up. They did. I was hoping they'd have California. They didn't. I was also looking for the first X-Files movie. What else was I looking for? There was a couple other ones I was looking for. I was going to pick up. If they had Kill Bill 1 and 2, I would have grabbed that because I know it's going to come out in 4K eventually, but who knows when. But not a bad haul. People probably dumping their Blu-rays. I'm buying them. People are dumping them. As far as games go, the place had some pretty decent games too, but I mainly just bought Blu-rays today. But they had some decent PS4 and PS3 games. And I'm going to have to take another ride down in a week or two, maybe when I'm by myself and I can spend most of the afternoon going through what they are. They also had a ton of Blu-ray and DVD box sets as far as TV shows. I have a lot of TV shows, But they had some stuff down there that was worth picking up. They had a nice steelbook. I own the series though, but Game of Thrones. They had a no, they did not sell any VHS. Yeah, I know that's. If they had VHS, I would have grabbed some. There is another place down the street for me that does sell some VHS. I'm gonna probably get in there within a week or so. And I also have a Savers, but most of the Savers gets picked off. The problem with a lot of these guys now, when you go in for VHS, like the shop down the road from me has some. He knows there's a resurgence on and that stuff. So if he gets something in decent, or even if it's not that decent, he's charging way too much for a lot of this stuff. That you don't even know he's going to play. You're primarily looking at it from the box art point of view. And then if you get home and it plays, well, it plays decently, well, that's a whole nother thing. But this guy didn't have any VHS. But as I said, he had a real nice 4K steelbook of the first season of Game of Thrones. I was tempted, even though I owned it, of picking that up. I think it was only going to be like $5-6. So I know Dylan would love this place. And another place that is pretty good. I used to, when I go up to Maine, every year, and they had Blue Moose Records. And Blue Moose, not Blue Moose, Bull Moose, Blue Moose. Bullwinkle's a blue moose, or he's a brown moose. Bull Moose Records, which you can buy on online too, but they used to have some decent prices on some used videos and whatnot. So, yeah, and I just bought a Cherry. I bought a nice JVC hi-fi VHS player recorder. I think I paid $35 for it. So I took, the guy, gave it to me, and I took it home. And usually those things are just like you open them up and it's a dust bowl. You're going to blow them out. This thing looked like you could eat off it. I don't know if he kept it in a box. I don't know if it was kept under a shelf somewhere, but there wasn't a speck of dust on any of the boards, on any of the belts. I'm yet to try it to see if it actually runs, but it should, because it looks immaculate. So I'm hoping to pick up some decent, odd VHS tapes here and there. I'm not going to pick up stuff I already have, but if I can pick up some odd stuff that, like a lot of that direct-to-video horror stuff that's, never made DVD or Blu-ray, I'll probably grab some of that stuff. But this place did not have any VHS tapes. I asked a guy about selling comic books. I think it'd give you like 15 cents a book. So I won't be bringing my long boxes down there, although I do have a couple long boxes I need to get rid of. I don't know what to do with them because no one's going to give me any money from them. Mostly 90s Drek for the most part. And you can't really even donate them. The library won't take them. It's just unfortunate. They won't even sell them on a library sale. So maybe I'll have a yard sale this year and throw some books out and see if I can sell any of them. But yeah, I think from now on I'm going to strictly stick with just getting, unless it's something really special, waiting until I get used deals or even not so used deals, just cheaper deals. So I want to thank Evan for stopping in there, Gary, Two Gun, Perry, Superior Hero Comics, Collectibles. Thanks for coming in here tonight and just checking it out. I figured be easier for me to just post this haul and not show it on Dylan's show because it just take up too much time. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in here. We'll catch you guys later on. Don't forget, later this week, tomorrow I'm going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. Hope you guys can get out to the theater and see that. Get your tickets. I got my tickets for 3:00 tomorrow. And then, of course, on Saturday, we have May, the first month of May movie, which is entitled May, go figure. On Sunday night, we're reviewing and looking at The Many Saints of Newark, the Sopranos prequel movie. And then I'm not sure Robbie's doing on Monday night, but I know he will have something on Monday night. So stop in. On Monday night, we have Vesper, which is a movie from 2023, which gives me, it's a science fiction movie, and it gives me little bit of a hint of like Last of Us. I get Last of Us vibes from it, but it's not The Last of Us. But check it out. If you like sci-fi movies, I was pretty impressed by this one. The performances are really good in it. Vesper will be doing that on Monday night, and I know it's streaming around, so you can find it. All right, thank you, everybody. We'll catch you on later. Have a good night, everybody, and thanks for coming in and checking out my video haul. Catch ya.